It is time for the KBOI Medical Moment, brought to you by Regence Blue Shield of Idaho, featuring Dr. Mark Hiatt, the Executive Medical Director for Regence. Dr. Hiatt, good morning.
Good morning, Chris and David.
Good morning, sir. Is one of those things that's progressing rapidly around the country. Can a decline in a person's sense of smell, something simple as that, be used to detect developing dementia?
David, yes. Impaired smell is one of the earliest and most common symptoms of certain neurodegenerative disorders. And here I'm talking about such diseases as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. You see, it's believed that a neurotransmitter dysfunction may actually cause smell loss in these diseases.
Well, doctor, knowing that, how can that help us if we know there is a link between the two?
Well, the sooner we know that people may be subject to developing one of these neurodegenerative disorders, the sooner we can treat and help them. You see, impaired smell may be one of the earliest predictors and even a strong predictor of these disease developing in healthy adults. And it may be even a better predictor of cognitive decline than memory problems.
Is there a specific benefit, doctor, to people who may develop Alzheimer's?
Yes, impaired smell may be a really good signal early on that a person may develop full-blown Alzheimer's. And so if we know that, we can begin to treat those people sooner with some of the existing Alzheimer's drugs.
Doctor, let's talk a little bit about C-sections. Now, I've heard of a natural or gentle C-section. Explain that to me.
Yeah, there is, Chris, this more gentle approach, perceived to be a more natural approach than the traditional birth process in a cesarean or C-section, which a lot perceive to be somewhat cold and clinical. And so in this more natural or gentle approach, for example, that blue curtain that separates mother from child is actually replaced, and they use a clear drape so that the mother can actually visualize the birth.
What's the purpose of all this, doctor?
The intent really is to create a more traditional birth experience and connection between mother and child. For example, in the gentle C-section, they try to get the baby immediately to the mother so that they can bond.
Do women tend to like those?
Chris, yes. Many do like this gentle approach because, again, they see it as a better means to bond early on with their child.
Dr. Hiatt, I'll tell you, I love to run outside. Today it's going to be 94 degrees here in Boise. Great workouts, though, and I don't sweat a lot, but I sweat enough to where I feel like I'm getting a great workout. But I hear that great workouts don't necessarily correlate with a lot of sweating. Can you explain that to me?
That's right, David. There are a lot of reasons that we sweat, and it doesn't necessarily relate to how hard we work or how many calories we burn. There are a lot of other factors.
What contributes to how much we sweat, doctor?
Well, some of those factors, Chris, include such things as gender, age, weight, genetics, temperature, humidity, and even fitness level.
Because I'm a Greek god, Dr. Hiatt, I know it's been a while since you've seen me, and so I'm in great, perfect physical shape.
You're not Greek.
How does one's fitness level affect the amount of sweat you have?
Well, surprisingly, David, fit people such as yourself tend to sweat sooner during exercise and more copiously, more vigorously than those who are less fit. And so as your fitness level improves, your body's heat-regulating system becomes more efficient. And so you're able to cool down faster and and you're really able to work harder. So here the seeming paradox is that the fitter you are, the more you may actually sweat.
Dr. Hiatt, we thank you for your time this morning on KBOI, as always.
Thank you.
Have a great day, Dr. Hiatt.
The KBOI Medical Moment is brought to you by Regence Blue Shield of Idaho every Tuesday, featuring Dr. Mark Hiatt, the Executive Medical Director for Regence.